we are, creating our lives from scratch.
We watched this amazing Sorella Moore video recently and it really inspired us to do the same for us. So basically she redesigned her life on paper based on 7 key areas of her life that she wants to change. We were just like, yeah, we're in that place, let's just do it. And so we have.
Got our little wheel of wonder.
Wheel of wonder.
Wheel of wonder. So we've got familial, career, mental, spiritual, financial, social and physical that we're going to rate out of 10 and see what we can improve in those areas.
Yeah, and what Sorrel did, which I think is a really good idea, is that you can't put 7 because 7's like good, it's average, it's kind of like on the good side, but it's just
it's the one you want to go for all the time just because it's one of those ones that's
it's on the fence,
ambiguous.
So we're going to say no 7s, it's either 6 towards mediocre or 8 and above.
Yeah.
So let's do it. I'm going to point to one, I can't see it.
The Wheel of Wonder.
Wheel of Wonder.
Physical.
Physical.
Let's get physical.
Physical. Oh, now this is interesting.
How happy are we with our physical fitness right now? I could definitely be better. I mean, obviously I've had some ailments that have like prevented me from like going hardcore. So I've had to stop my sweaty shredders. I'm definitely better than I used to be. I'm moving my body every day.
Yeah.
You're moving your body every day. Like in some form, whether that's just stretching.
Yeah.
I feel like I could up the ante a bit more with cardiovascular health.
Yeah, I agree. For me personally, I feel like I'm a 6 because I feel I have actually been doing home workouts and just like we've been doing yoga a lot at home, taking care of ourselves a lot. But I also know that I can't like sprint. If I try and sprint, I'm just like so there's definitely levels. In the past I used to think it was a lot about body image and stuff and like how we looked and making sure that we were strong and fit and it's more just like actually how I feel in my body. At 27 years old, do I feel like...
And how healthy are you as well?
Healthy and fit in my body.
Well, we're not trying to be world-class athletes here, are we? We just want to be healthy.
I would say 6 for me.
Cool. I'm a 5 in terms of like physical movement, not counting what's going on health-wise.
Yeah.
Spin the wheel of wonder.
Spiritual. I would say an 8 for us as a team.
Yeah.
We're both on the same wavelength, so we both speak the same language spiritually.
Yeah, definitely.
And we're both really committed to our faith and really committed to what we believe.
Yeah.
I guess historically, in the 1800s, we had a spiritual encounter that changed our lives. We've had some amazing spiritual encounters.
Oh yeah.
And
definitely.
like this last year, lockdown and stuff has meant that we haven't pursued it as heavily. But I think it's almost, our spirituality has become more survival than it has like thriving because of what we've been through. We've just kind of been clinging to our creator and just being like, help!
Save me!
I don't think that's bad, like, because we've just been through some stuff, which has been tough.
Yeah. And it's okay because it just ebbs and flows, doesn't it? God's not mad if we're having a bit of a moment. He's like totally there in it with us.
Yeah, and it's being present in those moments and in those times that we're learning, because like you can't avoid suffering in this life, but how you respond is essentially what like you grow from.
Yeah.
As a team we're doing, I would say an 8 because after everything we've been through, we're still here and I'm really proud of us. Personally, I would say I'm like a 5, not because of anything bad. I just think our lives have changed so much recently. You know, there's so much new stuff and it's quite hard to kind of find the rhythm of consistency with building that relationship with God. And it's not that it's not there, it's finding that consistency and finding that rhythm, which I feel like I haven't really got into yet, and I'm really wanting to.
Probably like a 5 or 6 for me personally as well. Because of stuff we've been going through, which has been quite tricky, sometimes it's been quite hard to quantify why we're going through this and things like that. And at the end of the day, that doesn't really matter. Over lockdown and different things, becoming a little bit more weary and callous towards God, and I feel like I'm kind of breaking free. I feel like there are areas of improvement and dedication that can be implemented.
And how are we going to do that together? I think it just comes down to like being really open with each other. I've loosened our grip on that as we've been going through this stuff. It's kind of because we're both feeling the pain and anger of trying to conceive and not conceiving. It's easy to not talk about it because you don't want to put that anger or pain on the other person.
Yeah.
So I think being open about our lives and our emotions more will probably help spiritually, kind of reconnecting with God and being open with God about how we're truly feeling.
Yeah.
Honesty and like surrendering of your own control over the situation. I feel like that is kind of key.
I think personally, I'd like to have more heavier focus on where my mind is at, like in the morning and the evening, and having that feeling of gratitude towards God and all that I have in my life and all that's going on. In the morning, really centering myself on that and focusing on that, as well as in the evenings, like before I go to bed and things.
Yeah.
To have that sort of mental focus as well on the gratitude and on like whatever God wants for me in the day. Keep me more sort of in tune with what's going on spiritually throughout the day. Kind of set the tone for the day spiritually.
And what would be your dream spiritual lifestyle? Your dream spiritual standard?
Gosh.
If you could have anything, if you could see anything.
I'd like to have regular visions and really amazing dreams and out of body experiences. Transport to different locations and like God shows you different things in different locations, like regularly. Stuff like that's happened to me before, but it's just like on the reg, you know?
On the reg.
On the reg, doing those funky things.
Yeah.
Just being super in tune to what's happening spiritually in the atmosphere, because I feel like I'm really affected by atmospheres, and when I walk into a place sometimes it's quite overwhelming because I can just sense what a lot of people are feeling, but then it just kind of builds up in my own body and I think, oh, what's going on with me, when it's not actually about me. It's like what's been going on in the room or what's been going on with the people in the room. So being able to sort of like decipher those moments more quickly and more effectively, and that'd be cool.
Nice.
What about you?
Yeah, very similar really. I want to be so spiritually in tune with myself and my surroundings. I want to see angels. I want to hear the audible voice of God and speak that over other people's lives.
I want to see angels too.
I know. I want to see people healed. I want to see people set free of like pain and trauma in an instant. I mean, I love the process of healing and I love talking and I love the community that healing can build and all of that. But I'm also like so convinced that our Creator has the power to just change someone's life.
Yeah.
Just like that. And I'd love to be part of that process with someone.
That'd be sick.
Be so good.
I feel like we're having a slumber party.
Slumber party.
Telling you our secrets.
Let's do career.
Career. I feel like this one's so easy to be so judgmental on.
Yeah, I think we would both agree that we both haven't operated in the career of our dreams.
Not fully.
Not fully. I mean, we've had glimpses, but it's like a career is different from a job. And I think that's the big difference for me right now, is that the job I'm in is not the career I want for my life.
Yeah.
It's not something that I want to do for the rest of my life and enjoy for the rest of my life. I do enjoy my job, but it's not a career. I look back over my 20s. I mean, I'm only 27.
I look back over the many years I've had in my 20s.
Years. Oh my gosh. And I almost believed I was incapable of having the career of my dreams. I think there was a big belief barrier for me that I've recently overcome, which has coincided with me getting a job that I actually like, that pays me more than I've ever earned. And it's just like a little step, but it's like, oh yeah, of course I'm capable, and of course I'm worthy of.
You're more than capable, boo.
But it's, you know, there is a lot of mentality around.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
am I allowed to have the career of my dreams and earn the money I want to earn and do things I want to do and it be okay? Especially when you come from families that, you know, have not generationally done that. So I think for me, my career, I would say 4. I'm just being brutally honest.
Yeah.
4, because praise God that we have a roof over our head and that we have income that supports that. And the thing is, I don't even know what the career looks like, to be honest. I just know that it has to be creative and expressive. It has to be artistic. And it has to be something that I wake up like raring to go on.
Yeah.
Trying to find something like that. I'm not sure if there is. Maybe it's more about creating it. I'd love to do YouTube full time. That would literally be amazing.
We'd love to. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And like this video. Make our dreams possible. It's all on you. I'm probably similar, like a 3 or a 4. There's so much more I want to do. Not before I'm happy, but before I'm like, yeah, I feel like my career's like getting going.
Yeah, I mean, we're focusing on career right now, so you're allowed to. That's the thing. It's I think there's also an entitlement around not feeling like you can aim for that. So it's like feeling bad for not being happy with where you're at with your career.
I'm not happy with where I'm at with my career.
Well, there you go.
Not gonna lie.
You're allowed to do. You'll feel like that.
I've got a long ways to go. I think it's plugging away, being consistent. Being in a creative freelance career is such a mental job. So seriously, because like either you're waiting for someone to give you a job, makes you feel really powerless, or you're taking it into your own hands and you have to build something from scratch, which gives you the power, but you have to have the consistency to see it through, otherwise it's just gonna fall flat on its face.
There you go.
And so I feel like I lived a lot of first half of my life in the other section. I was doing what I needed to do, but I was also hoping that someone would give me an opportunity, which is like the same for a lot of actors. Obviously, if you're with an agent, you should be getting auditions and things like that. But I'm flipping sick and tired of waiting for auditions to come through. You know, I might get a good job once or twice a year and that's not enough for me. That for me isn't a career.
It's a job, yeah.
Do that every now and then.
Yeah.
If that's what I want to do with my life, I've got to create my own projects, got to get my own team together, got to create my own stories, as well as I'd love to do YouTube as well as a career. Being in charge of my own time and creating things that I want to create because I love it, and not just tagging on to someone else's thing just because I need a job. That just seems really rubbish to me. Taking the bull by the horns, as it were. Taking the peas from the pod.
I think that's the same.
Tapping the toes in the tap shoe.
Okay, and now we've fully lost the plot.
Putting the thong in the butt crack.
Okay.
Why do we sound like old people when we sit down?
Familial. Well, as far as our own personal family is concerned, that is...
0!
No, it's
our
not
relationship's good.
Yeah, us as a foundation for being parents eventually, which we believe will happen in Jesus' name. I think we're in a good place.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to break up anytime soon.
Not soon. As long as we get the kids through uni and then we'll think about it. I'm really excited about that. I feel like we have a really strong foundation for that. In terms of our wider family, I feel like we've got good relationships with our wider family.
Yeah.
Although I would probably say 6. I think it's improved a lot. Like, relationship with my parents has improved a lot. Relationship with your parents and your brothers over the last year or 2.
Yeah.
But COVID was hard because with your brothers, at least, we didn't see them for like a year.
Yeah, we hardly saw them at all. I'd like to see my brothers more and wives and girlfriends. I have 2 brothers. One of them has a wife, one of them has a girlfriend. Yeah. I'd like to see you more if you're watching. I don't think they watch my stuff because they find it really cringy.
Not surprised. I guess I'd say 6.
Yeah. There you go.
That's alright. So social. Where are we at?
Socially. Because we've moved around a lot, we have a lot of friends in different places. Some of our really good friends are in Kent, and like I want to see them more. We just connect and vibe with them so well.
Yeah, we got friends back in London area, family in London area.
America.
Got some, in America, New Zealand, and I like that because it means like people from different walks of life are in our life and like kind
free accommodation as well.
Yeah. Holidays would be good. I love the long-term, long-distance friendships we have, but I really long for like deep community with local people. People who are all kind of like building towards the same lifestyle and want the same things in life, sharing wisdom and like just having fun together and just enjoying each other's company regularly.
Yeah. The most important thing is our core kind of values.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be really nice to have some friends that share those core values.
And what are those core values? That's the question, Bethany Billy.
Fun, life. Life is a core value.
Life as a core value. Yeah, I'd like them to be alive.
Fun, Health.
Health and wellness is important to us.
Yeah.
Freedom, wanting to express yourself radically and not caring what other people think. That's really important to us. And it's become more important, especially over these last couple of years.
But I think I'd say that it's probably a 5, maybe less.
Yeah, I'd say 5.
I feel like I'm nurturing a really good friendship with a woman, and that's like the first time in a long time that I felt really seen by someone.
Yeah.
And that's like really nice and like a new kind of experience for me in that respect. So that's going really well. So that, like, I have a girlfriend that is on that.
You got a girlfriend, you got a girlfriend.
Oh my god. But I think I'd like maybe a couple more, and then also I'd really like some couple friends for us. I don't really feel like there's a massive amount of couple friends that we're really on the same page with.
Yeah, I agree as well. Like, for me it's kind of different, I'd say, because I don't think I have many like men who are local, who are running on the same wavelength as me, or any really. I have a few, but they're kind of in and out, or they're so busy that perhaps we don't see each other regularly. So I kind of want to build community with more like men. The people that are in our lives are mainly women. Yeah. Which obviously I have no problem with. But it would be nice for me personally to have a really strong guy friend or two who are like really like fired up for God, fired up for life, fired up for health, and like wanting to just express themselves. So yeah, I would say 5. But I don't want to disregard like the steps we've already taken and what we've made. Like,
I feel like it's improved. Like, 5 is an improvement.
Yeah. And I also think we are so picky with our friends. Like, I'm not the sort of person who would just hang out with people just so that I can have people to hang out with. Yeah. I would literally be happy to just hang out at home, even if Beth's out. I wouldn't go out with people if I really don't need to. I'm quite an introvert, and so like,
I think we both are really, like massively, and that's something that we're working on.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's more like balance.
It's when the introvertedness becomes so introvert that like you just don't see anybody.
Yeah.
I think that's an issue. Yeah. You're my friend.
You're my best friend.
I like you in a friend way, and I like you in other ways too. I like your body as well as your brain.
Are we like more than friends?
I think we're more than friends.
I think we're more than friends.
Financial.
See, financial is, I think this is one of our lowest ones.
Yeah, although I don't feel like we're in a terrible place.
We're in the better place than we have been, perhaps than we have ever. Well, not ever. No. But we're in a more consistent place than we've been for a long time.
I'd say it's probably in terms of where I want to go, like leaving room for growth, I'd say it's probably a 4.
That's generous. I think thinking about the dreams we have and like what we want to build with our lives, I would say we're at a 2, maybe even a 1. Not because like I'm so blessed, like don't get me wrong, but like we want to buy land and build like a community, and we want to grow our own food, and we want to have like a whole village where we have a music studio and film studio, and we have like, you know, like 20 families working together to build towards like something amazing, a completely off-grid city. That's what we want to build with our lives. Finance is a gateway to empowering ourselves and other people. And that's all it is. It's just numbers and money, and like it doesn't really have any other value.
So what are our aims to do better with finances? I would like us to be fully self-employed, both of us, within the next 2 years.
Nice. By 2023, I want for us to have at least £2,000 extra that we are putting aside for just anything. So that's on top of all our expenses, on top of all our investments, our business investments, everything. I want to be at a point where we've got $2,000 on top of everything we need or want to save, to invest, to whatever. But like, just so that we've got to a point where like we've got that room to grow. But that actually, no, I still feel that's too small. What am I saying?
That is too small.
What am I saying?
Think bigger. Expand your mind.
There are so many levels of wisdom and understanding about money that I want to get to as well.
Yeah.
So I know how to manage money, how to believe for better, how to manifest and to like magnetize money into our lives. But yeah, I want to be fully self-employed. I don't really, the numbers, I guess, because inflation changes and rates change, I don't want to get bogged down with numbers, but I definitely want us to be fully self-sufficient and self-employed, managing our own business by 2023.
Let's do it. Don't get those bingo wings in.
Our mental health and our mental success.
Yeah.
I would say...
I feel like we're getting there, because I feel like we've just come out of a really dark place, which I think most of the world has.
Yeah.
So I think, I'm going to speak for myself. Mentally, I feel like I'm probably at I was gonna say 7, but I'm not allowed to say 7.
7. No, 7's too easy.
I'm probably at a 6 then.
Yeah, I would say 6 for me as well.
It's a massive improvement, and I feel like it's a testament to the practices we've been putting in place in our lives, which we'll do a video on another time. pretty good, but with some room for improvement.
Yeah, same for me really. I feel like the practices and the kind of lifestyle changes we've made has really helped me just get some consistency and rhythm into my life. Health-wise, like biologically, we know we had some I had massive vitamin D deficiency, which can really affect your mental health. Like exercise, things like that, like physical health really impacts mental health. So I think those things have really helped. And same with spiritual health, like that all kind of comes into play as well. So yeah, I feel like we've got coping mechanisms and soothing techniques now that we know work for us.
But I don't think they're necessarily all coping mechanisms. I feel like it's taking your joy by the balls.
Yeah.
And not just letting life happen.
Actively pursuing joy, because the grey area in between joy and depression is actually non-existent. And it's just, that's what it feels like for us anyway. It feels like if we don't pursue joy, then the only alternative is depression.
That's so dramatic.
Well, it feels like it. Yeah. It's been hard.
It has been hard. Anyway, we've got some room for improvement, but... We
got Can't say. Let me just stop saying room for improvement.
We've got some areas we can improve on. Not too shambolic.
That is our 7 areas of our life that we want to redesign. And there is power in writing it down and just saying it, isn't it?
It helps to break your life down into more digestible chunks so that you can kind of focus on the certain areas that need to be focused on. We know what we need to focus on now. Let's do it and redesign our life.
And enjoy it as well. Life's too short to experience.
Life's too short and your wife's too short.
Oh my gosh.
I'm perfectly short.
Just the right amount of short.
I'm tiny.
Make sure you drop a comment down below with any things that you want to change about your life. Let's do it together. If you have any questions about how we are going to go about this, we don't really know, but comment down below anyway, and let's have a conversation. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up as well. It really supports our channel and lets us know that you like our content. Let us know down below as well what you want to see more of, because we're doing a lot more different wellness content around supporting and improving our lives. So let us know, and we'll see you in the next video.
Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.